Blichfeldt, who came through very comfortably yesterday, whereas the Singaporean needed 3 games.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Singapore, please welcome top seeder Yeo Jia Min.
So here's Yeo Jia Min, accompanied by a mascot.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Denmark, the defending champion, here is Yeo Blichfeldt.
Yeah, she is the defending champion. She had a really good year in 2024, looking to start the new year in exactly that fashion. I mentioned that she's had the evil eye over Yeo Jia Min. 4-1 she leads the head-to-head, and not just that, but she's won the last 4, all of them in straight games. In fact, Yeo Jia Min's only win was more than a decade ago in a junior event back in 2014. There you see it. Haven't met for a little while though, since the Thai Open 2023. So let's give you some more information then about these 2 women, starting with the Singaporean, who is the top seed here, world rank 13, and that best of 12 was only a couple of months ago. It's actually a former world junior #1, senior international at just 15 years of age. Got a bronze in Birmingham in the Commonwealth Games 2 years ago, and she did get out of the group at the Olympics before going out in the round of 16. To see that battle she had, I was mentioning, with Ina Rikechi, after taking the first game very easily, got into a real battle. Came through in an hour. And on the other side of the net, Mia Blichfeldt, the 27-year-old Dane, who's ranked down at 23 now. That 11 ranking is some while ago, way back in September of 2019. Another who was an excellent young player, European Junior Champion a decade ago. Won her first international title at 15. I mentioned 2024 as we look at her serene progress in this tournament. She won the German Open here, hence the defending champion, and she also won the Hilo Open. So, and that's held in Saarbrücken. So, something about playing in Germany that appeals to Mia Blichfeldt. Chrysanthi Leroux of Greece is in the umpire's chair for this one. And Jörg Huppertz is back in the service judge's chair.
Ready to play. Hat sie genügend Kraft und auch eine Menge Unterstützung und ist heute hier als Favoritin am Start. Wir begrüßen Yeo Jia Min. Ja, Min trifft auf eine dänische Spielerin, die im letzten Jahr uns hier komplett begeistert hat. Da ist sie von hier marschiert und am Ende gewann die
she'll come in here with a lot of confidence, Blichfeldt. Not just because she's the defending champion, but also
On my right, Yeo Jia Min, Singapore.
she's got a great record against the Singaporean.
And on my left, Mia Blichfeldt, Denmark. Mia Blichfeldt to serve. Level. Play.
Well, that's a really encouraging first point for the #1 seed. Not just because she won it, but she was getting Blichfeldt running all over the court. Impressive start.
Service over. 1-all. Mia.
Delicate touch.
Service over. 2-1. Out. Service over. 2-all.
I think we might be in for some lengthy rallies in this match, which on paper, even though Blichfeldt's got a 4-1 lead on the head-to-head, should be close-ish.
Service over. 3-2. Four, two. Five, two.
Couple of errors from the Dane early on. Might just concern her a little.
Late. Service over. 3-5.
Well, already looks as if Yeo Jia Min's battle plan here is to get Blichfeldt moving all around the court. She's dragging her in, pushing her back. And it's working so far.
Service over. 4-6.
Wonderfully controlled from Blichfeldt. Got the weight, got the angle, everything about the shot was right. So 3 points in a row for the Dane. He's got her back on terms here. Shot.
7-6. Yes. 8-6.
Well, Yeo Jia Min needs to stop the rot here. She lets Blichfeldt get on a roll. Dane's confidence will be sky high. And that's 6 points in a row
9.
for the number 4 seed. All-out defence from the Singaporean. Has done well to stay in this point. Oh, that'll feel like a bonus to her.
Service over.
She needed to stop the rot. It looked very unlikely for the majority of that last exchange. Misjudged that. I think she knew it was going to drop in, just had nothing she could do about it. So a bit of a topsy-turvy start to this semi-final.
Yeah, get ready.
Challenge
Mia
from the Dane.
TotalEnergies called out. White ball.
First impression was that she may not get any joy with this challenge. That is indeed the case.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Thank you. 10-9. Play.
Yeah, opened up the court really impressively.
10-all.
So last point before the mid-game break coming up. Well done, and she'll have a slender lead at the interval, just a point. Blichfeldt in front. Knew that was wide as soon as she struck it, Blichfeldt.
11 all.
Just dropped a little bit at her level, Blichfeldt, since the mid-game break, and Yeo Jia Min's taken full advantage of it. Shot. Oh, she's missed that. Did all the hard work. Didn't really have to go that close to the line. Massive break that for Blichfeldt. She was just a spectator, and it was long. Well, that's about the easiest winner she'll have in her career. That was a bit of a giveaway, just when she'd got her nose in front again. Well, she meant that. Just might be that whichever woman makes the fewer errors will prevail in this opening game. Not that there haven't been any winners, but almost like they've taken it in turns to have the initiative. Right on the line from the Singaporean. Great pickup from Yeo early in this point. Oh, that was going out. Sure it was. She doesn't care now, though. Hard to tell from that angle, but it did look like Blichfeldt's shot was going to miss the sideline. Yeo played it. Didn't play it very well, and Blichfeldt ended up with a pretty facile winner. Right back on it, Yeo. No, that's wild. Well, she's right up for it now, and she's got 2 game points, the top seed, to take this opener. That was a nervy one. Well, that was a really poor shot from Blichfeldt, and she loses the opening game to the top seed, 21-19. And remember, she's won the last 4 meetings, all in straight games. The Singaporean has drawn first blood here. was a little casual from the Dane. Want to shake off the disappointment of losing the opener. It's more like it. Just her body language at the moment looks a little deflated, Blichfeldt. Don't think the umpire's going to change her mind here and let the mopper on. Well, indicative of the body language. I mean, that's a shot she'd make. What, 49 times out of 50? Once you get yourself into a bit of a negative mindset, it's quite hard to shake yourself out of it. There's another error. And Yeo Jia Min, I think, has cottoned onto this. And so far, taking full advantage. Play. Should make her feel a little bit better. Well, these are just really cheap points for the Singaporean.
9-3.
Stormed into a big lead here in this second game. that's as good a shot as she's played in this match.
4-9.
Crowd sensing it, just trying to lift her a little bit. Great shot. That is a fabulous backhand.
5-9.
Well worth seeing again.
Service over. 10-5. Service over. 6-10.
Well, she had several opportunities to win that point. Couldn't take them. And now Blichfeldt is back within range again at 10-7. Looks like she's put that issue she had out of her mind. That's wide though. So a 4-point lead at the mid-game break for the top seed.
Interval.
Well, that's a nervous one from Yeo. Blichfeldt cutting out the errors, and even though she's a couple of points down, I think the Dane looks like she has the edge at the moment. especially after the really bad start she had in this game.
Service over. 12-9.
Oh, that will really frustrate Blichfeldt. He'd actually played an excellent rally up till that point. She meant that. There's a bit of anger in that. Put away. That's much better from Blichfeldt. Really well crafted rally. Yeah, Yeo Jia Min is just struggling a little bit. Doesn't really have the power to win short rallies. Blichfeldt, the harder hitter. And as long as the Dane could avoid unforced errors, which is what cost her the early deficit in this game, in fancy she'd still be favourite here. Another mistake. Blichfeldt, I think now, he'd make a solid favourite in this second game. Challenge from the Singaporean, that was called in. Challenge.
Service over. 40-30. Play.
Shot. Nailed that one.
Service over. 40-all.
right at the body from Yeo Jia Min. That was a nice little change of thinking from the Singaporean. Just trapped her opponent there. It's good. Shows that she's still thinking clearly. But too many cheek points for the Dane. It's been the story of this, the second part of this second game at least, after Yeo Jia Min jumped off to a healthy lead. Oh, well, wonderful reactions, although Blichfeldt will be incredibly frustrated she didn't win that point. Just couldn't get it out of Yeo Jia Min's reach today. Hammered another one. Might have been wide. Yeah, just couldn't get there. Energy sapping rally that. Made it. A lot of tension out there. Oh, it's almost going from one extreme to the other for Blichfeldt at the moment. Shots. One of the few rallies where Yeo Jia Min has outplayed Blichfeldt tactically in a point, moved her around the court and opened up an area for a fairly straightforward winner. So, a match point for the top seed. Not going to make it easy for her though, Blichfeldt. So a second chance for the Singaporean. Missed it, and that is a big moment for Yeo Jia Min. First time that she's beaten Blichfeldt for more than a decade. Blichfeldt never quite recovered from the poor start she made in that second game. And at the second time of asking, the Singaporean made it count. She's never won a Super 300 event, the Singaporean. She is never going to have a better chance than in the showpiece match tomorrow. She wins 21-19, 22-20, 45 minutes, the official match time. We're going to take a short break. Coming up, the second men's semi, surprise semi-finalist Ku Takahashi against the number 2 seed, Lo Kian Yu. That's in a moment. A warm welcome back to Moulheim-en-Dreux. We are in northern Germany and we're about to see the second of the men's single semis. Should be a fascinating encounter between Ku Takahashi and Lo Kian Yu. Don't think that even Takahashi's biggest fans would have expected him to get this far.